Hello puzzle lovers and welcome back! Today we are going to attempt to solve an iconic puzzle, the Lotus by Wil Strijbos. This puzzle is based on an earlier puzzle created by Wil in 1979 called the yen puzzle. It had a wooden frame with a nail in it that held a Japanese yen coin. The Lotus is a level 10, which means it is one of the hardest puzzles to solve. And this puzzle is not considered solved until you understand why it is called the Lotus. So, let's go find out the meaning behind it and solve this puzzle! And here it is, the Lotus puzzle designed by Wil Strijbos. I love it. The blue color is so intense. It looks so nice and so well made. And it also comes with a card which contains the rules for this puzzle. The challenge is to find out why the lotus is named the lotus flower. And that's very interesting. I am quite curious to know why this puzzle is called the lotus. There is also a warning note. Don't take out or remove a fixed small black pin in the front of the lotus. It has nothing to do with the solution. The small black pin is also there for your safety because the lotus flower is spring-loaded. So please take care of the cover plate inside when you close the lotus again. Please pay attention to that the cover plate is always back in its original position. Thanks Wil for all these warnings. We will make sure to be very careful during the solve of this puzzle. And I come back to this puzzle because it really looks incredible. The feeling is so smooth. You have a dovetail joint and you can see already the black pin in front, which I think is the pin referenced in the warning. So you have a couple parts that are visible. You have this round metallic part. Then you have a kind of tissue paper that give a security to the actual puzzle. You can see there is a moving part. So maybe this tissue paper is the first clue of what we need to do. And it might mean that we need to remove this part first. The next visible thing is this hole that is threaded. So maybe we will have a screw that we will need to put inside of that to push a button or something else that might help us to slide the bottom part from the top part. Very interesting, right? So a lot of things are visible from the outside, which makes it very interesting because you have some hints of what you will need to do in the future. So let's just get into it and appreciate this iconic puzzle. And as always, you have the signature of Wil Strijbos and the name of the puzzle engraved on the puzzle. First thing first, let's try to see what we can do with this metallic pin in front. I can see it's moving, but it doesn't get any further. You have this big hole, but this pin doesn't get inside of this. The pin is too big for that. And this thing is quite free. You can rotate it without any problems. I don't know what it will be needed for. If I put the puzzle in different directions, then nothing is happening. You cannot really move anything so far. So I do believe that the first clue is to remove that. Now how? That will be the real question. So can we see something? Maybe this pin is not just one. Yes, I can see something. So if you look closely between the round part and the puzzle, the lotus puzzle, you can see that this pin is not a continued pin. So you have one pin, a little cut, and another pin. So maybe these two metallic rods are magnetic and are connected to each other, and somehow you need to separate them. That might be the first step of this puzzle. And now, that will make this round part useful. Because if you push it, maybe you can block the pin. Yes, you can block the pin. So let's try to align the separation between the two rods and the round metallic part and just remove something. Yes. You see, I was right. Wow. Okay, so we have our first pin and a second one, and that's also a screw. So we can use it for the next step. But you see, this was connected like this, and I could see the cut. And so obviously, if you use the round part to block one of the pins and try to separate them, then you will take them apart. Very nice. Ah, I like it. And you can unscrew that. Oh, there is more inside. Okay, so that's becoming very interesting. From 3 pieces, we end up with 5. So we can also use that as a tool, like this. Wow. Okay, so now we didn't remove any inner mechanism that could help us to slide the bottom part from the top part. So we continue to try to solve our puzzle. The next thing I will do is insert that. Obviously, I don't see any other thing to do. I don't push a button. It's blocked by something. So that is not the next step. I cannot pull something and I cannot push something. I can see a pin inside. There is something inside. I can clearly see something. And if I put that, no, that doesn't fit inside. Okay. If I put that, I will lose it. So let's not put that. That will be for later, for sure. So what can we do now? Also, I just realized that on the card, there is no instruction saying no spinning, no banging, nothing like this. So that's interesting as well. Maybe Wil wants us to do some unusual movements. So maybe some rotations. We'll not do any banging because that's usually useless in puzzles. You don't really want to break them. Maybe there is something else to do. Spinning? Not really. There is a very loud clicking sound. I don't know, it can be either some pins or metallic balls, a coin, why not? So I'm not sure what to do. The only thing I want to do is really to put that. But then, how will it help me? Oh, wait. I see something very interesting. Should I put that inside? Okay. And then maybe push. If I feel any force, I stop. Oh, I just felt something. So there is a button. So it's still intact. So it got pushed down. I'm sure that... Wait, I need to try again. Now, it doesn't help me in any way to do something. That's becoming quite interesting. Maybe I need to use something else. And if I use this one, you see? I can push it and you can really see it clearly. That's quite nice. That's quite nice.
Many tic-tacs later.
There must be a reason why we can push this button at the bottom. It must release something. I have no clue what it releases so far. That's a very interesting puzzle. Did you ever try to solve the Lotus puzzle? I'm quite curious, let me know in the comments if you had some struggle as well and if you enjoyed solving it. Even if there are some struggles in solving puzzles, it's always enjoyable to find out the solution, how to use some tools, and what can a designer create to torture your mind. Okay, I just discovered something. So I put back the pin inside, put this one, and now if I do a spinning move, I can finally release my bottom part. Wow, that's very interesting, let's say. I don't know how. This button must have released something. And now, if I do remove that, Oh, okay, so I end up, wait, with a coin? And that's all. No way! I thought I will see the mechanism just here, but we end up with a coin from Finland. Wow, a 1 mark. Interesting, very nice little coin from Finland. I never saw one before. Quite nice. Why Finland? I'm quite curious about that. Wil Strijbos is not from there, but I don't think this puzzle is finished. You can hear a lot of things inside. And I don't think that's our hint to get to know why this puzzle is called the Lotus flower. So let's continue. I can now see the pin that was blocking the dovetail. You don't see it a lot, just a bit of it that comes out. It's just there at the entrance, just after where you can find the coin. Very tricky, very nice. Okay, so there is something else here, but we can still hear. So we found our way back to the original position. I also wonder if it's possible to slide it to the other side, because there is nothing that will block this black pin from going to the other direction. Let's try that. So we spin our puzzle. Okay, so yes, indeed, I can slide it on the other side. Just a tiny bit, and we can see a cut already. Interesting. I wonder what we will find. And again, like the other side, if you unscrew this, you can access more. Oh, we found another coin and a metallic plate, and that is a Chinese coin, I think. From the characters, it's a Chinese coin, and you can see a lotus flower engraved on it. Oh, that's so crazy! And I think we found out why this puzzle is called the lotus flower. Yes! That was so cool! It was so enjoyable. I think the hardest step was maybe the first step. You really have to be careful to see this specific thing. But you have not one rod, but 2 rods. That is so clever and quite sneaky, to be honest. So indeed, this coin is a Chinese coin. That's really a nice and beautiful coin. I like it. And I didn't know that Chinese coins have a lotus flower engraved on the back. What? That's so crazy. So nice. So nice. The first coin is a kind of a trick. You will find a coin and think, oh, we finished the puzzle. But no, this has nothing to do with a lotus flower. So you need to work out to find your way to the second coin. So I think I just found out that this is a plate to cover the coin like this, which makes this part very smooth, but also it looks like it's a little box. You see, that's very clever, to be honest. Loved it. Very fun to solve. So we can put it back together now. Now I guess we can just put it like this, and we should be able to put back our puzzle together. And I can say I solved the Lotus puzzle by Wil Strijbos. And another one. And what an amazing and fun puzzle to solve. I had a really great time solving this Lotus puzzle. I really enjoyed the final coin that you had to find. This Chinese coin with the Lotus flower engraved on its back is so beautiful and makes so much sense why you call this puzzle the Lotus. If you have the opportunity to solve it, then just go for it. Try it, you will see, you will have so much fun. Don't forget to like and to subscribe to the channel if you didn't yet, and I see you next week for a new video. Tschüss!